All right, so right now it is a total. It's the total of well. All right, so right now it's 10:07 p.m. It is Sunday, so Asia just opened. I wanted to share with you what I'm looking for. All right, so this is only gonna be for my team here on Pipverse, just so you guys are well aware. All right, so we're looking at the daily chart. I noticed that last week we ended up with a bullish doji. So price just decided to shoot up and take out the last liquidity. The last area of liquidity is what I had marked here around 43.82. So now price, there has a higher probability and a potential where price can reverse. The reason why I am inclining for reverse is because now liquidity was already taken. Going in for a buy will require price to not only pull back down here. Let's look at the 15-minute time frame. Require price to now pull back somewhere down here. Where's my? Here it is. I'm gonna draw this out. Down here, maybe testing these highs or these highs, which is a good amount of pips. Let's talk about. Let's see. It's at least from where price is. It's about 320 pips. That being said, if I see price decide to pull back, there's a big probability where price not only may come down to retest these highs, but if there's heavy momentum, if there's heavy news, there could be an even lower test. Okay, but I'm gonna write my analysis, see what I want to see. Explain what I want to see. All right, I want to see price not only close above a whole number. The main whole number that I'm looking at is 4,400. I want to see price close above here. That being said, I'm going to set up my alert. Boom, boom, boom. I usually set up my alert just a little bit before, because price and gold specifically, it likes to respect those psychological numbers. Psychological numbers are like 4,400, 4,300, or 4,350. Those really big whole numbers. If you see here, 4,350 was right here. If you can see, price rejected from 4,350. If you go here, boom, 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 rejected here once, twice, and almost 3 times, and then did it again over here. So whenever you see a whole number, just be very careful, just like how I am right here. In order for me to continue this buy fully, to go to 4,400, I need to see price come back down. The moment I see price reject anywhere around here, I need to see price come down and close below, I think I would say, I need to see it close below here, which is 4,369. If price comes down and closes below this, I will wait for price to come down, close below here, and then come back up to retest this zone, which is 43.68. Only if it looks very bearish and there's a lot of big engulfing candles up here, then I will take this as a sell. It's a very quick sell because, again, the sentiment on the 4-hour time frame, same thing for the daily time frame, and of course the 1-hour time frame is still very bullish. All right, we can see that price is still giving us an uptrend here. Let me just delete this. Price is still giving us an uptrend, so this is still respected, right? On the 1-hour time frame, what is the first confirmation for me that, oh, this is a complete change in direction? These equal lows need to be taken. These equal lows down here need to be taken. And the first confirmation for a change of character is going to be right here. When price decides to come down there and close outside of that, that's going to be a change of character. Let's put that in the left side. This is the first confirmation right here. If price comes down here and closes underneath here, oops, my bad. Price comes down here and closes somewhere underneath here, this is the first sign of change of character. This is the first sign. All right. So whenever you see a change of character, in other words, this is what we're looking for. Highs, lows, highs. Highs are here. Okay. So in other words, if we move this out of the way, right, like this, we will most likely see that price is no longer respecting these lows, aka we like to call them valleys. As you can see here. Okay. So, like I said, I want to see price close down beneath this in order for me to confirm. In order for me to confirm that it's gonna be bearish. Okay, this is on the 1 hour time frame. For now, price is extremely bullish, but just like anything else, it needs to have a balance, right? This is called trading for a reason. There are buyers and sellers. Price will very rarely just go up one direction and never come back down. That's very rare. It needs to have a balance in the market. If you just saw in this past 4 hour time frame, price just literally shot up. Whoops. Price shot up a total of, let's count. 470 pips. Price just shot up 470 pips. And we clearly see that gold, as of lately, it's been ranging a little bit less than that, or about the same. Let's see. On Friday, price moved a total of 490. On Thursday, price actually had a big volume. There was news that day. It moved a total of 660. Now, this is just the beginning of Asia on Monday, and this is just the beginning of the day, and already has shot up 470 pips. There is a high probability that price needs to at least come down to retest some of that. Okay, that's why you need to be very careful. Whenever you are trading all-time highs, you need to be extremely careful, because all-time highs also signify a lot of volume. You don't know if there's a lot of volumes for sellers up here. You don't know that. Or if all of a sudden the banks need to grab some liquidity all the way up here, and you think price is going to continue because it's going to be moving very fast, and then all of a sudden, guess what? They do what they do normally, and then it gives you a pullback in 5 minutes. So that's the biggest thing that I'm looking for. Now, I need to see price close out underneath here, and if it does closes underneath these levels, then I will be looking for a sell between 4,369, and I'll probably aim it down to these highs, which is 4,354. So I will wait until I see a good movement, good sign. It should probably look something like this, up until I get a good 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. It should look something like this if price does decide to come down and close underneath here. All right. Second, if price continues to go up higher, I need to see price come down here into these lows of 4,000, like I said, 356. Let me change this for buy. If I see price come down here and start to reject off of these highs, these previous highs, if you see here, price has not come down to retest any of these areas. Any of this zone right here, it's just been shooting up. So I want to see price come down here. So I'm going to send my alert here as well. All right. This used to be the last area of liquidity. It no longer is, so it gets deleted. The next area of liquidity that I'm going to draw is when this area here gets rejected. When I see rejection from the top side from the area of resistance. That's when I draw my next area of liquidity. And then now I know where price needs to eventually go back up to in order to grab some of those orders. But these are the two setups that I'm currently waiting for. I will be waiting for a sell if it does break below here, depending on how violent it comes down. Or I will be waiting for a buy if I start to see price reject from these levels. So those are my setups. This is the analysis for Sunday, and that's pretty much it.